Hi, my name is Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be playing with some makeup, of course, like always. And I also have a couple new products that one I'm kind of testing out, one I know I really like, and then a product I had bought and it was not working for me, but I think I found a way to use it and that now it is working, which I'm very excited about. So please like and subscribe. Let's get started. So I have already applied my Milani Conceal and Perfect primer on my nose, pretty much my pore area. And then I already penciled in my brows or sketched in my brows with the NYX Lift and Snatch in the color Ash Brown. And then I put on my L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. So I think this is the product that is helping my Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Stick work. I could not get this to work. I was using my Embryolisse, which I usually use with all my foundations. And then I was just using no primer. Then I was just using this liquid serum primer from Wet n Wild that I usually use underneath my eyes. And I just couldn't get it to work. And then I dug this out because I was like, oh, I haven't used this in a bit. And I was like, let me just throw this on, because I was just using on days that I know I'll be taking off my makeup pretty quick because it would just separate and look dry on my chin and just not look good. But then it looked gorgeous. And I'm like, what in the world? So I think this is it. This is it for me. This is the match that to make this work, I use this. Because I was still using it because I didn't want to waste my money, and I don't like to really return products. Just because I feel bad because I know they're just going to throw it away and it's so wasteful. But I got it to work. So I have that on. Now I'm just going to, so I got this on and this is all in, so it's nice melted into my skin, so I'm ready to go. And I'm going to try to use up this little Essence bronzer stick. I'm not going to use too much because that L'Oreal Glotion already has some nice warmth to it for me. So I really don't need a lot of bronzing because I don't want to over bronze my skin, and I'm still pretty pale. It is pretty much springtime here in Seattle. Yesterday was so beautiful. We ran like 2 quick errands and then we just came home and sat on the back porch. We don't have a covered back porch, but we didn't care. We just soaked up the sun, just sat out there, put on some music. Our son was, kicking the soccer ball. Dog was laying out. Cat was out there laying out with us. She doesn't leave the porch. She just sits on the chair right next to the door. But yeah, it was just so nice, so beautiful. Birds, the beautiful flowers blooming. It was really nice to have just a day to be outside and soaking up the sun. So I had a dream last night that I came in and I was like super tan on my face and where my shirt was and everything, which no, but it was just funny because I lived in Florida for like 10 years. We were stationed there for like 7 years straight, and then we lived there couple I guess a couple times ago where we lived in Wilmington, North Carolina, and Boston and everything. But we lived in Florida right after we got married. And so we were there, but total time we lived in Florida for 10 years. But I'm just so used to the sun and getting super tan like really fast down there just because of where we're located. And then here, it's probably going to take a while, but I didn't care. It was just so nice to sit out in the sun, feel the warmth. I'm just using the same Essence Baby Got Bronze, but in the newer color, Moon Dust. Is a really nice cool tone, like contour. And I'm just tapping that in right over that bronzer, and then I'm going to add my foundation right on top. I do like to put it a little bit on the side of my nose, just kind of add a little bit of dimension. I'm not really looking to contour my nose or change the shape of my nose. Alright, so this foundation, of course, you always got to keep the cap. Keeps it nice and sealed. This, it works now, but with the Lumi glotion. So I'm just going to put a stripe here, here. I try not to put it where I have like deeper wrinkles. Like I have a deeper one here and here. So I'm not going to try to like put it right on top of that. Just to do what I can to keep it away from my deep set wrinkles. Oh, this looks like a mustache. But I don't have work today, which thank goodness. I'm just, oh man, you know, it's just nice to be at home by myself every once in a while. But I also have some furniture being delivered. At least it's just one piece of furniture, but still, that should be delivered in about 30 or so minutes. So I'm hoping to get this done before they get here. Now I'm just kind of you know, just blend this in with my Rose and Ben C42. I love this brush so much. She did an amazing job on these brushes. But I pulled out a palette today that I have not used in a bit. And I want to use, because I just feel like it's just a perfect spring palette. It's been in my collection for years, and you know, they have the Sephora sale. It was the last day of Sephora sale today. I picked up a couple things, and then of course Ulta did a 20% off sale right now, and that's until the 14th. I do have a couple of things in my basket. I want to try the MAC Cool Spice lip liner. And I want to try, and then I have, what else do I have in there? I just have my regular cleansing balm that I always use, and I don't think anything crazy. But I do have another shade of this. So I picked up at the Sephora sale the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay and Play Concealer in 1N. Now in the descriptions and everything, it looked like 1N was going to work. I did swatch it at Ulta. But then when I got home and I had this in hand at home and I swatched it against my Natasha Denona ones, I was like, oh man, this is light. So even though this is supposed to be a light neutral, I feel like it might be too light. And compared to my other light neutrals from Natasha Denona. So I have another one of these in my Ulta cart. So to see which one would be best. Or maybe I keep both. This would be like my winter color or whatever. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. I might run into Ulta with my Natasha Denona in my pocket and go swatch and see which one is better. Because they don't have the Natasha Denona in store at Ulta. But I don't have anything underneath my eyes. I did put a little bit of my L'Oreal Lumi Glotion underneath. Just a tad bit, and that's it. But I have worn this. See how light it is? Worn this a couple of times. One day with my LA Girl like color corrector underneath I usually wear. One with Becca, which is now like, it's their dark eye circles. What is it called? Under eye brightening corrector. This underneath. They both did really good, but then also I feel like it did best by itself. So I'm going to kind of let it just sit there for a second. Kind of just, I find it kind of builds up the color with any kind of concealer when you put it on and then you just let it set, kind of dry down a tad bit and then blend it out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to add a cream blush today. I pulled this out of the back of my drawer. This Tarte, you remember how this is the little like mini ones? Tarte, and this is in Captivating. So I thought it was a nice, pretty, peachy, cool blush. You know, we'll try it. I haven't used it in a while, and if I don't really like it because it's an iffy color for me, then, you know, at least I'm going through my makeup. Now I'm just going to blend this out. This is a really full coverage. Oh my goodness, concealer. I didn't film on Friday. I had some other stuff I had to get done around the house. And then I'm not filming on Sundays anymore because I decided that needs to be family time. It's the only day I get with my husband and my son because I work Saturday, and so I decided no more filming on Sundays so I can give them all my attention and not take away about an hour or so of filming. So the last time I filmed was Tuesday of last week, so I get a little rusty. See, I don't know. I don't know if this is too light now. I don't know what to do. See, now it seems like it blends in really well. Just compared to my other concealer that I usually use, it's a lot lighter. I'm just worried about like when I do get a little bit of color on my skin from being outside. So like my 3N is what I usually use from Natasha Denona. That's my 3N. And then this is 1N. So big difference. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what happened to the thing on the Sephora site and the Ulta site where it's like find your match. It's not there anymore. So I was gonna use that, and then I was gonna try to compare in store, but either store had the Natasha Denona in store for me to swatch next to each other. So I was like, dang it. So I just kind of guessed. But I don't know. Maybe the Natasha one's been too dark and I've just been using too dark of a concealer. I don't know. It's so hard because I know it's going to change when the summer comes. Alright, so I am going to use my Huda Beauty powder today. So let me get some out. Do y'all change up your makeup whenever you're for the seasons? I usually change up my makeup for the seasons. I was just wondering if I was the crazy one and did that, or people still just wore whatever, you know, still wore fall colors during spring and summer. I don't know. I'm kind of crazy and I like to change it up. I'm going to use just a little powder brush. Kind of work it in the back of my hand. And set it. I like to change up my makeup. I don't know. I just think it's fun. But then it's also makeup. Do whatever you want. I know we're going to start getting busy at work soon. That's what everyone tells me. That like, get ready when summer comes. We get super busy and we're so low staff. So I'm like, oh. I guess it's good to make money, but it's also like, sometimes doing 17 haircuts a day, it's tiring. By the time I get home, I don't want to people anymore. I've peopled all day, you know, I just don't want to people anymore. So my husband's like, oh, do you want to go do this? I'm like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to talk. I mean, except like to him and my son, but I don't want to go out and be social. I was social all day. Just want to sit at home in my comfy clothes with my dog and my family and just chill. But it is beautiful, so maybe we'll just like, on days like that, just go on a nice walk around the neighborhood. Alright, so I set my entire face with the Huda Beauty with a fluffy brush. It wasn't too much. Now I'm going to add my favorite bronzer, my Nabla Skin Bronzing and Soft Revenge. It's a really pretty bronzer. Did y'all pick up anything at all for the Sephora sale or the Ulta coupons and all that? If you did, what did you pick up? I always want to know what people's buying. Maybe it's something I overlooked. I did pick me up the new contour powder from Sephora. Since they don't have this one anymore, this colorful contour powder that I've been using in First Touch, they've, discontinued this. So I went and picked up the new one. And they're about pretty, this one's cooler than this one, which I mean it's contour powder. But I got this one in light medium. When I swatched light, it was too light for me. I think this is a much better tone. So I'm just going to take it and do what I usually do. I love to put it here. It's my favorite spot. It kind of just, I don't know, it just kind of makes everything more cohesive and just adds a little more structure to my face. I have a very soft face, I call it. I don't have very defined features. I have a very soft jawline. I have a very, everything is just very soft. And I look at other people's like bone structure, and I'm just like, oh, not just cheeks, but like jawline, just nose and just everything. I was like, man, I wish I looked like that, or I wish I had that, but I don't. So I try to like help it out with a little bit of powder. All right, now I'm going to go in with this Tarte powder. Let's see how this looks. I have not used this in forever. Let's see. Ooh, that's pigmented. That's pigmented. I'll bring that up a little bit. I know the blush is the first to go, but whew, it's pretty though. It's a nice, like, soft, pinky. Because when I swatch it on my finger, I'm like, I don't know, but I really like it now. I'm glad I tried that out. Ooh, let me put that back in my container, because if not, I'll forget to load it. Put it in the description box below. Alright, I did pull this out. I forgot I got this in probably a BoxyCharm years ago. It's by Steve Laurant. I don't know, it's a jelly highlighter. I did find it on Amazon, and it's called Prosecco Please. It's a jelly type of highlighter. It's really cool. So I just take a little brush, and it works on top of powder, and I don't know why. I'll stop using it, and then I'll like, oh yeah, and then I'll use it again, and then I stop using it, and then I use it again. But it's like a cream, but not. You know how the new Rare Beauty blushes are? It's like that. It's a moussey cream, but it just gives the most beautiful lit within glow. And I just love it. So I'm going to put some right here. Just add a little bit of something. But it's just, it's gorgeous. It just looks so natural. I really like this. It's a jelly highlighter. But yeah, I'll log this below for you also. I couldn't believe it. I was like, why do I stop using it? And then it gets hidden in my drawer of stuff, and then I find it again, and it's just a vicious circle. Now I'm going to add my Thick It, Stick It and taupe like always. So I pencil in or do my brows ahead of time, so I'm not boring you with that because this is so fast. But then I put this on with the camera because I will always get something in my brows. I can't not put any, I don't know, I guess I'm messy enough. I get stuff in my brows. All right, so my palette that I'm going to use today is this Huda Beauty Retrograde. She does such beautiful work with these palettes. I remember when this palette came out, it was like huge. It's really, really pretty. I don't want to go too crazy today. I've said that before. And then I do. I'm going to try not to go too crazy today. I'm trying to put all this stuff back in my bin so I don't forget. Alrighty. So I really want to play with this because I don't play with this much. And I just think it would be really pretty. And then let's grab some of this peach over here to kind of bring in from my blush. So we're going to play. Let's play. Should I do a stick before? I'm going to throw on this Jane Iredale in Alabaster. Got this during the 21 Days of Beauty. I got this color, which is like pretty much my, you know, skin color. Just as a eyeshadow primer. And then I got another color. It's called Dove Gray. That one's my favorite. That's a beautiful color. While I'm doing my cool tone looks, it just adds another set of dimension to it, and I love it. And it's powdery enough, so when I put it on, I can kind of like just smooth it out with my fingers, and it's perfect. All right, let's have some fun. So first I'm going to go into that powder right here in Utopia. And I'm going to stamp it like right in the middle and just kind of go back and forth. Even though I am using a fluffier brush, sometimes I will stamp it down the color and then go over top of it and blend it more. I just want it to be a softer application. Dude, my skin looks so pretty right now. So happy with, I am so glad I found something to work with that foundation stick. So I'm applying this all, I think it's like 10:30 maybe right now. Oh, there's clock cross. Yeah, it was like 10:30 I applied this. So hopefully, I can't keep it on to 10:30 tonight. I can't. I'll be asleep by then. But I'll try to wear it as long as I can and put in the notes down below how long it lasted. Now my true test is when I go to work with the hair, with just everything and just long days. That's my true test, and those are the days I usually use my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Tint, and I love it for that because it lasts all day and it does not ever look creepy towards the end of the day or yucky or whatever. So that's my go-to for work, and it's not too heavy. But I'll try to do this for work. Maybe I'll do it on Friday since it's a shorter, I don't know. I'll try. It's just I don't want to, you know, start looking creepy at work, and then I don't know, I feel very self-conscious taking clients and my makeup looking really bad. All right, I have that cream on. I think I'm going to add that pretty blue called Haze on the outer corner, that bluey teal. let's use that. So I feel like sometimes just putting on the outer corner is just a little different than always putting on the inner corner of your eye. Because if you have a more close set eye, if you're wanting that color to be the main attention, you put it on the inner corner, it kind of just closes everything up. Remember, if y'all have any kind of like ideas y'all want me to do, looks, anything like that, just let me know in the comments. And I will do my best to hurry up and film that as soon as possible, and maybe, depending on it, get it up ahead of other videos I already have filmed. Because I am here for you and me, because I want someone to talk to makeup about. But I'm mainly here for you, just to have fun and talk, and hopefully y'all learn. Or even if you already know a lot of this stuff, but you just like to do your makeup or do chores around the house listening to, you know, people talk about makeup, then that's what I'm here for. Alright, so now I think I'm going to put that first color I used on my crease on my bottom waterline. That peachy color. Just gonna pack this. All right, and I think for my inner area eye, I want to use this. It's called Supermoon. It's a like iridescent, really pretty. Let's put this on the inner part of my eye. I'm just gonna press it in. Oh, that's pretty. Would you look at that? And then I'm gonna go a little over that blue. Maybe I'll go a little bit more. That's really pretty. It's gonna be really pretty outside when I go sit on my back porch with my cat and my dog later. I'm gonna throw on some shorts. I don't know why I put on jeans. It's not like I could see I actually put real pants on today. Oh, I did that because of the people bringing a piece of furniture. Put real they should feel very, very, you know, like, wow, she put real pants on for us. Look, when I'm at home, I don't like to wear pants. I like to just wear, like, you know, sweatpants, or I don't want to wear jeans. I just like to wear sweatpants, or, you know, not even leggings, because it's too tight. So I gotta wear leggings to work. I just want sweatpants, loose pants, something comfy. Pretty. Okay, I did grab this NYX eyeliner that I've had forever. It's in the color Love. It looks like I'm almost done with it because I could see through it. Maybe I have a little bit more. So I'm going to put this. Oh, that's not the color of that. Okay. We'll make it work. It's just really different than the green. Yeah, it's fine. We'll make it work. So I'm going to just put this on the outer corner. Where'd my cap go? Then I am going to take a little dense brush. We'll go back into that color Haze. I'm going to go over that blue liner. Oh man, I just got fallout. Okay. that blue liner. And just kind of marry that more into that teal. Yeah, that's better. Let me brush off all this fallout I just got. Oh man, here's that brush. Alright, this piece doesn't want to go, so I'm going to take my spoolie and I'm going to go right over that. Popped it off. It's a very springy look. It's different than what I usually do, but it's good because I want to have fun. I'm here to have fun and play with stuff I haven't played with in a bit. I think I'm going to leave my lower lash just that pretty color I had already applied. Let's see what these, that's too, no. Sometimes when I'm wanting to add something else, I always put it on my hand next to other things to see, is that something I'm wanting to do? I don't think so. I think I'm going to add some more of that peach I had. Oops, I dropped the wrong peach. I also went into the color Karma. That is another peach, but it's fine. Probably go ahead and add that too to this side. Might have been a happy accident. So I brought that all the way across. Go up. Today I'm just playing. Sometimes you just need to play with your makeup. You buy it, play with it. Alright, now I'm going to add some brightening powder underneath my eyes from the Essence Brighten Up. Just going to make sure, because I have that blue and on my eye, that it doesn't pull too much of that, my beautiful under eye color. Oh, I didn't grab like a brownish eyeliner. Alright, time to curl. Oh no! Time to curl. Oh my goodness. I got a new little Lazy Susan thing at Target in the dollar section for my lip liners and my... I have some pins there too, because if I need to make a note or whatever, I have them there. Curl my lashes. Try to be gentle. I'm going to layer 2 different mascaras today. Since my lashes are not the best right now, I need to really use a thickening mascara. So I have the Fenty mascara. I have a trial size or whatever. And I have that, but then I'm going to layer the Lash Paradise over it, the Paradise Big Deal mascara over it, just to give it some length. Plus, I need to use it, even though right now it's not the best for my lashes because I need a lot of thickening. So I'll add a nice thickening mascara first and then put a lengthening mascara over top. I really don't want to use lash serums just because I've had allergic reactions to them. It makes my lash line where I apply it after like a month or so, like super itchy. Like so itchy, and it takes like a couple days for it to go away. Alright, now I'm gonna add the L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal. So I don't find this is very thickening, but it is very lengthening. I really like that combo together of the Fenty and then this Lash Paradise. And then on the bottom lash line, where's that? Here's that Kofi. It's more of a like lighter, has a little bit of warmth to it, but it's not as dark as my other eyeliners. My other brown eyeliner, so it'll look good up against this peach. Now to apply this at the bottom lash. Because I think I've had difficulties with the Fenty Beauty mascara, like transferring on my bottom lash line. So just the Paradise Big Deal. I don't know why I can't remember that name. All right, so for my lips, I think I'm just wanting to do an easy, like, just a very easy lip today. I like my Lazy Susan. I think I'm gonna add, what's this one? I'm sad that they got rid of these. They like redid them, and of course they didn't bring my favorite colors back. My favorite color is this one, and it's called Dress to the 90s. They did not bring this one back, but they repackaged some of them. So this is a like pinky peach. It matches the color underneath my eyes. I'm gonna let that set for a second. I like that look. I think it's pretty. I guess I could have brought y'all in. Not bad. You can see all my texture. So that's the eyes. I really like it. I'm glad I grabbed this palette out today. My under eye circles. Remember, I don't have any of my color corrector or anything underneath, but it looks really good. I am gonna add, what's that one? I have this Hourglass palette I bought years ago. So I'm just gonna grab this little like highlighty shades. I'm gonna use both of them. Just the ambient kind of lighting powder, because I need to use this more, because I bought it and then I'm like, I'm gonna use it for special occasions, and then I never have anything special. All right, so I have that lip liner on, should be good for a bit, and it's in the color Creme de la Creme, or Creme de la Creme. But I picked up this balm from Essence. I got it off Amazon, but they have it on the Ulta site. And it says up to a 10-hour hydration. That's a glossy lip treatment. This is so good. It reminds me of, remember Huda Beauty had these silky balms? Here, I can pull y'all back out so you're not all up in it. So it reminds me of this. I don't think she has these anymore. I really like it. I'm almost done with it, but I have this and I really like it. It does have like an iridescent to it, but not really, and it's pretty thick. I like that it's a doe foot. I mean, if you put it on really thick, you'll see the iridescent, but it's so pretty. And it's so nourishing. And I think it was like $5. but it really does nourish my lips big time. This is like, I think I'm going to grab another one. I have this one in the house. Have one in my purse. So I can kind of just throw it on, and it's really, really pretty. And it's thick and nourishing, but not goopy and nourishing. I don't know, but it does very much remind me of this. And then I have these from Makeup Revolution. This one I'm almost done with also. I have the pink one, and then this is a cool, like, purpley, cool tone color. And this is in cherry mauve, and this one is gloss clear. But these are also very nourishing also. But then maybe I'll hold off for getting another one of these and just keep one of these in my bag so I can use these up first. Lindsay, you don't need to buy it. But it's really good. I really recommend that. What else? Ooh, I want to add a little powder to my face. This is just the Rimmel matte powder. It is old. We should probably get another one, but I'm almost done with it. I won't give it away. Or throw it away, not give it away. But usually after my makeup, I kind of just like to set it with a nice setting matte powder. But I think that's everything. Nice, springy, bright look. I didn't go too crazy. But thank you so much for stopping by, taking time out of your day. I hope you have a beautiful day. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment, just say hi. Oh, and I keep forgetting to say this, but I have an Instagram. It's also Lindsay and Makeup. I'm not as active on there just because I chose to be more active on YouTube. But I will post whenever I have a video live, or I'll try to put stuff up every now and then. But for mentally and not stressing myself out of doing this extra on top of mom, wife, and working, I pull back a little bit from the Instagram and focus more on the YouTube. But thank y'all so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you again. Bye.